All right, y'all, so today we're going to be reacting to a call for an uprising. I wonder what could have happened to Justin Bieber. If y'all have not seen, which I'm pretty sure a majority of you guys have seen, Justin Bieber is out here looking really bad, okay? It's looking very bad for Justin Bieber right now. Half of his face, he says, is paralyzed. As soon as I seen this, I was like, bruh, there's something more. There's something deeper going on with Justin Bieber and the reason why his face is the way it is. Let's get into the video. Also know that the link for the original video will always be in the description down below. So if y'all resonate with this type of content, go subscribe to A Call for an Uprising as well. Always has lit content, educational videos, woke content, and things that will really make you think outside of the norm, outside of the box that they want us to stay in. So let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe as you hit that bell to be notified when I upload on my channel. DM me lit videos to react to and tell a friend today. Ain't your mom today, Uncle Joey still out. Let's get it right into this. Oh, what the hell? Let's get right into this video, man. Let's get it.
You may have heard the unfortunate, tragic news about Illuminati puppet Justin Bieber.
Facts.
Has been diagnosed with what was once a really rare disease, which seems to be popping up more and more over the last 2 years, coincidentally, right? Called Ramsay Hunt Syndrome, and now is paralyzed on half of his face. I have no idea, do you? What could have possibly caused this Ramsay Hunt Syndrome? And before I show you Ramsay Hunt Syndrome and show you some of the coincidences with Justin, I know a lot of people out there tend to think sometimes when stories come out like this that it's fake, and it very well could be, so I'm giving my perspective on it because honestly, I believe that some of these celebrities did take a potion, and a lot of them did not, and a lot of politicians, all the politicians did not, because I do feel that a lot of the celebrities, when all this stuff goes down, are going to get thrown to the wolves, and they're just going to turn on them because they're going to be useless to them. Once they serve their purpose, they're not going to be needed anymore, just like we're not needed, because they're not going to be needed to influence anymore once this is in place. So I don't think every single celebrity is in on every single thing, because I think that they don't care what ends up happening to a lot of these people. So Justin Bieber has been diagnosed with Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. What's that? Well, take a look.
As you can see, this eye is not blinking. I can't smile on this side of my face. This nostril will not move.
That's crazy, bro.
So there's full paralysis in this side of my face. I wish this wasn't the case, but obviously my body's telling me I gotta slow down. And
Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. Tell us more
Never
about
heard
this.
of it.
So this is caused by varicella zoster virus. So what's that? That's the same virus that causes chickenpox. And then later in life, we can get shingles. Actually, what happens is it stays in your body, just like herpes DNA viruses, VZV, also stays in your body. And it can come out in all sorts of ways. And unfortunately, in this case, it came out what's called the facial nerve. So it paralyzes the facial nerve, it looks like on the right side of the face in this case. And it can also cause ear pain, sometimes ringing in the ears, sometimes hearing loss, and then that facial paralysis, and hopefully it will resolve.
Yeah, how long does it typically last? And in some cases, is it permanent?
So unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't resolve. 70% of the time it does. So that's good, 70% of the time, but 30% of the time there will be some residual facial paralysis. He will be treated, just in case, with what's called kind of a high dose acyclovir regimen, because we definitely know what it's from, and 70% of the time will resolve. So, and then we need to do physical therapy, but it really does it affects that what's called the 7th cranial nerve, and luckily it doesn't affect the eye, but it can affect hearing.
How common is it, and are some people more susceptible than others?
It is actually not uncommon. We see it a lot in the hospital. It's just that people usually aren't famous when they get it. And then we're seeing some infections right now. We've been keeping away from each other for the last 2 years. Our immune systems aren't the best. And we're seeing some unusual infections in young people. And this could be a consequence of that. If he had chickenpox as a child, it was in his body. And he's pretty young, so he may have gotten the chickenpox vaccine, but unfortunately it doesn't prevent what's called shingles. And it's the manifestation of shingles.
Wow, really alarming to have that happen. I mean, just to think that half of your face is not moving.
Especially at seniors, so I'm really hoping it'll resolve for him.
I do too.
Now, some of you may be saying, wow, there were studies, weren't there, that were out there? Well, before I get into the studies, let's just show you Justin Bieber.
Y'all see the owl? If you know anything about the Illuminati, they have an owl, a big ass statue of an owl that they pray to and worship. That's why you see OVO, Drake. A lot of the artists are like tattooing themselves with owls, and they really resonate with owls.
Justin Bieber recently toured during everything that was going on, and you could clearly see that everybody was getting tested for certain things, you know what I mean? And everybody who was doing these concerts in these places had to have a certain something. So obviously hearing this, of course, in the media, they'll only talk about Ramsay Hunt Syndrome and, oh my gosh, our false idol has Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. What a tragic thing. Let's all cry and lose sleep over it. But what they'll never do is connect the dots, because they won't do that in the mainstream media, because they don't want people to get worried about what might happen to them. But we've seen a spike in a lot of strange diseases. And what's one of the interesting things to note that you heard is that it can't leave you. You heard the quote-unquote TV doctor, right? That it's hard to get out of you once it's in you. That sounds like something, too, that a lot of people took. The old graphene, right? And recent studies showed, this is according to a study that was published by the postgraduate medical journal, the BMJ Journal. This is from, I believe, last year, in 2021. And they said, we recently diagnosed Ramsay Hunt Syndrome in a 37-year-old previously healthy man 2 days after his first Pfizer magic potion. He noticed fever and a pain in the right ear.
So basically what he's talking about, guys, is a lot of people are coming down with some strange things, strange conditions, strange diseases after taking the magic potion. All right, and we all know what the magic potion is if you've been around for the last 2 years. We're going on lockdown and everything. What do we have to do? Not only did we have to wear masks, but most places it was mandated for your ass to go get the magic potion. All right, let's keep listening.
Vessels were then removed in his right ear and canal, together with vertigo, which, if you're not aware, vertigo is a massive, massive thing that's popped up. And I actually know somebody who took the potion and didn't heed my dozens and dozens of warnings, because
I couldn't take that.
I know people out there are like, man, I want to wake up my friend. Well, I deal with the same exact thing. And people close to me too. And this person, they knew it was wrong, but they had to do it for work, and work came first.
It's so sad what they did to these people, man. And my mom has had vertigo, so it's not even, it's like pre all of this stuff that happened. I have friends, personally have friends who felt like, okay, well, it's my livelihood, or I'm gonna be fucking homeless, or like trying to search and find somewhere where it's not mandated for me to take this magic potion. Like, it's very, very sick, guys. It's very, very sick. And really, it honestly, it kind of pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie. It really pisses me off. And I don't want to go too much on a tangent, because y'all already know the powers that be watching, and they ready to flag some stuff, okay? But what I will say, that it really grinds my gears, it really upsets me, the way that society, the government, the powers that be are making people choose, almost forcing people in a way, all in the name, I can't even say too much, guys. All I'm saying is it's so messed up to have people who don't want to take the magic potion, tell them that they don't take the magic potion, you have no more job, you have no more livelihood, you have no way. I'm gonna take away your source of income that feeds your family, that feeds you, that gives you shelter. All right? I'm taking that away from you if you don't take this magic potion, or you gotta go somewhere else that hopefully you don't have to go through the same thing. It's really, really sick, guys. It's super, super, super sick. But anyway.
And then they had vertigo, and still have it, and will probably always have it. So
I just hate what they're doing to our people. I just hate it. But I know that this has to happen. But it'd be so frustrating sometimes, man. And I don't know, y'all. I be feeling defeated sometimes, you know?
Vessels were then developed in his right ear and canal, together with vertigo and a loss of hearing. He complained of facial palsy and tongue numbness. On examination, he had grade 4 right facial nerve palsy of the lower motor neuron type with right hearing loss. There were no other neurological deficits. The end result was facial nerve palsy, RHS. Isn't that interesting? Now, if you look back at all the celebrities, they were sure were prominently posting photos of them taking a potion, videos of them, and of course encouraging the zombies out there, because that's what their job is, to push the agendas for the elite. And Justin Bieber's no different. He was doing events for the 1-9er. He was going on TV talking about the 1-9er, as most of these puppets were, Ryan Reynolds, Drake, etc., etc., etc. And then now when you hear a story like this, obviously those of us who are awake, well, it's the first thing that we think of, right? It's the very first thing that we think of. But for some reason, all of the mentally insane people do not connect the two to one another, despite published reports of a spike in Ramsay Hunt Syndrome, published reports that there was even a direct connection between that disease as a side effect of a certain Pfizer magic potion. Now, Justin, of course, I've covered him in the past. I've covered him many years ago. He doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose anymore. So it wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't on the in and got disposed of. But maybe it is a work. If you're looking at it from the other perspective and saying they're making up, well, maybe it's them revealing themselves to everybody. Because at some point it's going to be revealed. People are going to probably start noticing, or maybe not, everything that's going on. I mean, Bill Gates recently came out and spoke about a spike. And, well, just listen for yourself. But still hearing all this stuff, that's the thing. That's what I constantly am yelling about, is that these people are so mind-controlled that they could literally come on TV and say, hey, we're trying to kill you. This is poison, and you're taking it willingly. They would still go and take it. Because they're that prideful, they're that stupid, and they're really just not even human at the...
I'm just going to say, I don't think, like, in terms of everyday people. I'm not speaking on celebrities or any of that. I feel like, for the most part, it's them acting out of fear. Acting out of fear of losing their job. Acting out of fear of infecting others that they love. Acting out of fear, just out of fear in general. Acting out of fear of what other people are going to think if I don't conform. You know, it's fear. So it really takes courage. All right, you might be fearful not to do it because you have to face more things, because you're going against the program. You know, there's going to be consequences when you go against the program, but there's consequences when you go with it as well, as you guys are seeing. Not saying that this is a direct result of the magic potions that have been distributed throughout the world, you know, due to the pandemic, okay? But I am saying that either way, there's going to be consequences. It's just so sick. It's just so sick, you know, but hey, you know, it is what it is, but something tells me that it's going to get worse before it gets better. So everybody get suited and booted, man. It's not over yet.
At this point, the people who are living in just dire fear
exactly,
of the boogeyman. So
Facts.
Justin Bieber, and remember, I've covered him with his tattoos. He's had the owl tattoo, which of course the owl, the knowledge, the hidden knowledge, Bohemian Grove. We always see the owl.
Bohemian Grove. That is allegedly a place where the Illuminati go congregate, meet up, and worship this big ass owl statue, okay? Which is why you see the owl, like a lot of rappers, a lot of singers, a lot of celebrities love the owl. Drake, OVO, whole line of clothes made to represent the owl, okay, that they pray to.
Justin Bieber, now diagnosed with Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. I wonder if we'll hear anything in the media about what it could possibly be linked to. The odds are no. Pretty unbelievable, right?
Hey man, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this syndrome, guys, do you guys think that it's linked to the magic potion that a lot of people have taken? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know how it has affected your life and the lives of others. And anybody who has taken the magic potion, I'm gonna say that, look, you are not doomed, okay? All I can say is pray about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I can say is pray about it. Try to stay aligned, try to stay empowered, stay awakened, you know, try to raise your vibration in all the ways that you can, you know, try to be positive about the situation. I understand that, look, some people had to do it, or they felt like they had to do it. I can't say that they had to do it because nobody had a gun to their head and said that you must do this. But I know it felt like it for a lot of people. That shit is tragic. It hurts my heart for my people out here who felt like they needed to make that decision because they needed to put food on their table. They needed to feed their family. They needed to get, you know, diapers for their babies. I don't fault anybody for doing what they feel like they need to do to survive. That's why I'm saying, look, if you took the magic potion, you're not doomed, okay? You're not doomed. You're only doomed if you believe that in your mind. All right, you're only doomed if you believe that in your mind. Take all the required steps that you need to make sure that you stay in the elevated frequency, not one out of fear. And this is for people who didn't take it either. More than any time, now is the time, guys, that we need to elevate. We need to raise our vibrations. We need to meditate. We need to sit with ourselves. We need to work through our traumas. We need to work through the things that are holding us back. We need to work through our limiting beliefs. Guys, this is spiritual warfare going on right now, y'all. It is what it is. It's time. It's past time. All right? We're in the midst of it. Guys, stay prayed up. I love you guys. Like I said, go subscribe to the Call for an Uprising if you enjoy his type of content. All right? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell to be notified when I upload on my channel. DM me lit videos to react to. Make sure you tell a friend to tell their Aunt Jemima, tell their Uncle Joey still alive. We'll see you guys at the next motherfucking video. I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.